Today, I'm going to show you how we do Google ad audits when we're working with a potential new client to see whether their Google ad strategy is working or not. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the ad groups. Now, it looks like this company has junk removal cleanouts and eviction cleanouts set up, which is a decent strategy. A lot of times we're going to do that, and we're going to also add a couple different demo projects. We're going to look through this. The first mistake that we see is that they're either not tracking conversions or they're not getting any conversions. So the next thing we're going to end up doing is clicking into the ad group. We're going to take a look at the keywords that they're targeting. So we see junk removal, we see furniture removal. We never want to do furniture removal or appliance removal. Typically, the cost for those leads ends up being the same as a junk removal lead or a clean out lead. Now, if you're paying $50 a lead, when it comes to furniture and appliance removal, you already know this. If someone's calling you, typically they're only wanting one, maybe two items removed. And typically they're price shoppers. So you're paying $100, $150 to do a $150 removal, which means you're losing money, right? So we never want to do that. But if you look through this, some of their keywords aren't necessarily bad, but they are using a lot of keywords. Usually we're using a max of maybe 10 keywords. They're using 32. This is per ad group because as you can see, they're using all these keywords. But if you click into it, they're only getting traffic on 5 or 6 keywords. Now, the other thing that they're doing is they're running broad match. This is also something you don't want to do.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
When it comes to Google ads, just in general, maybe if you're doing shopping Google ads, you can do it. But a lot of times what you're going to end up realizing is that you're going to show up for a lot of things that you don't want to. So I'm going to show you the proof here. We're going to go into the search terms. As we go into these search terms, you see junk removal near me. Awesome. But as we go through here, you see dumpster rentals, you see where to take old tires for money, you see bulk trash, clean, curbside junk removal is fine. You get a lot of Spanish. Now this market just gets a lot of Spanish, but you see dumpster rental, you see more dumpster rental, appliances near me, trash service, pickup truck delivery service. As you can see, this is a lot of things that we don't actually want to show up for.
That's not me.
That's not you?
Nope.
So we're going to just go back into this again. We're going to show you, okay, so that was junk removal. We want to go back in and we want to do cleanouts. So same thing with cleanouts. We're going to look through this. We're going to click through. You can see they're running broad match and cleanouts. If we go through this, you're going to end up seeing after we get to the search terms that they're also showing up for a lot of things they don't want to do. So clean my room, clean up abandoned house, cleaning my room, right? These are things you don't want to show up for. So a lot of times when we're looking at whether the strategy is good, we're going to look at their keyword targeting first. The next thing that we're going to end up doing is going through the campaign settings. So when we're going through the campaign settings, we're looking for a couple different things. One, we're going to look at their bidding.
18, 19,
So when we open up this bidding, it looks like they're running maximum cost per click with a $10 bid limit. This can actually be really good when you're first starting a campaign because you want to keep cost per clicks low. If you end up having too high of a cost per click, it's going to end up resulting in your cost per conversion being too high. So I typically use something really similar. As we go through this, the next thing that we're going to end up looking for is your location settings. So when we click into the location settings, we want to make sure we're targeting the right locations. But the other thing we want to do is go to location options and we spot our next mistake. We always want people in or regularly in the your included locations. We don't want people interested in the location because if you're in a larger metro, a lot of people are just going to be interested in the location because it might be a touristy area. They might be going on vacation. They might not actually live there. And so we don't want to pay for a click from someone who doesn't actually live or work in the area that you service. The next thing we're looking for is whether you're on Google Search Partners or Google Display Network. So we don't want to be on either. And the reason for it is that a lot of times you get a lot of spam leads when you're on Google Search Partners. Now, sometimes you can end up split testing to see whether you can get lower cost per clicks or lower leads. But that is only after you already have a successful campaign and you start another one where you're on Google Search Partner. So if you need to expand because you've already maxed out in your area, feel free to do that. But this is a great way to end up getting low cost per clicks and low cost per leads, but without actually having good quality leads. So we're always looking to make sure that we avoid that. So the last thing that we end up looking at after we look at all of those different things is the landing page and the copywriting on the ads. We're not going to do that just so that we can protect this company's privacy. They didn't do a good job setting this up, but that doesn't mean that I want to trash them. When you're running a good Google ad strategy, what you're typically going to focus on from the start is making sure you're showing up for higher ticket services. So think of your junk removal terms, hoarder cleanouts, demolition terms. And then you also want to make sure that your keyword targeting is set up right and your bidding strategy is also set up right. This is what's going to help you get the lowest cost per lead. Now, there's other things to do as you grow the account and you scale the account, but we want to do that along with monitoring our lead quality. If you're doing all of these things, you're on the right track to be able to have a good, successful campaign. If your campaign looks something like this, reach out to me. I'm happy to give you an audit on your account at no cost to you and also give you some tips on being able to improve your Google Ads performance.